Imagine winning a competition to build a new airport in Mexico City, with a design that is quite literally out of this world. A single terminal, a showcase of Mexican innovation, a government vision to transform the landscape and the economy. It can only be built with cutting-edge technology. To make it happen, you need the very best people, 200 of them, from around the world. Architects, engineers, planners, programmers, modelers, visionaries. But even with the best team in the world, building this airport is not going to be easy. Construction starts in 2016 and must be completed by 2020. A tough order, but this team knows airports inside out.
What if you could have one component that could unify all these various elements, take out the columns, the 36-meter span goes to 170 at its greatest. What if this could do everything in a way, as a flowing geometry, letting in the light, and a kind of sinuous sculptural form in the landscape?
Computer power makes something that is immensely complicated look effortless.
The roof is supported by funnel-shaped columns. And by virtue of their shape, they create a smooth distribution of forces between the columns and the roof. They essentially become one thing.
There are 21 funnels, and each one is the size of the British Museum roof. This building is 1,500 metres long, and throughout, the architects and engineers are making sure the form and function are closely interwoven. The site presents a set of unique difficulties for the engineers.
When you take a sample of the soil and you dry it in an oven, you discover that there's about 7 times as much water as there is soil.
So the team have built a raft to, quite literally, float the structure in wet earth.
And the idea is that we're removing an amount of soil, a weight of soil, that's about equal to the weight of the building. So it almost floats there in a sense, and the soil doesn't know the difference.
Mexico City lies between 3 large tectonic plates and has a long history of destructive earthquakes. The engineers need to understand how they could affect the structure.
It's rather like shaking a jelly in a bowl. The building then reacts to that shaking and then pushes force back into the soil, so there's a true soil-structure interaction.
Minimising impact on the environment is essential. Sustainability is key. The airport needs to earn a green building certification.
The climate in Mexico City is such that for nearly half of the year we can work with the air at ambient temperature. The rest of the year, minimum heating and cooling. A mild air displacement system, which together with all the other techniques, distributing air through pipes in slabs, insulation, harvesting energy, we've pioneered these techniques over a period of nearly 50 years, working with environmentalists, research groups, specialist engineers, to ensure that this airport will truly be the most sustainable on the planet.
Part of the agenda of the project is how we can create more employment, develop more the local construction companies, and about how we as a country can take this opportunity to develop the environment.
Mexico City Airport. Low impact on the environment, high impact on passengers.
The design of an airport of this scale is hugely complex. It's an international terminal, it's a domestic hub, also has a lot of transfers within it. So what we need to do is really have a very expansive consultation process with all of the end users. That includes the airlines, it's the government agencies, and ultimately the operators. What is really, really important though is the passenger experience. And so to make sure that we have a seamless and very simple passenger experience, we work through our planning, not just looking at the physical planning, but the processes as well, and new technologies that will enable that to be very, very simple and very, very enjoyable.
The arriving passenger steps into a world of light and drama, travelling through the building calmly and seamlessly to an onward destination. Meanwhile, for those leaving Mexico, the journey is just beginning.
The car park structure, the GTC as it's called, is the first part of the experience, and we want that to be special in itself.
Imagine you've arrived under this great sweep of a roof. You move through to departure, and at this elevated level you see the incredible space, column-free, vast, filled with light, truly uplifting. As you move down the escalators into the heart of the building, that gives you the orientation to the arms which move off and take you to the aircraft. This airport is about connectivity, short walking distances, convenience, minimum number of level changes, no getting on and off trains, no tunnels. It's about the celebration and the joy of space and light.
Mexico City Airport. Foster & Partners. Free. Narco. Arab. One vision. One design. One team.